Hello, my legion of little goblins. This is Gamer Dragon, and welcome back to Let's Play Shadows over Loathing. Let's see, find Charles Wallace in the Game Ran Fortress in the Big Moist. Oh boy. Don't smell a whisk. Oh wow, that's a lot of crap. Turned out you were right. Honey Up is totally a real thing. Oh my gosh, I knew it! Here's your tracing back and the fingernail you wanted. Ow, huh? Something wrong? I'm just torn between excitement, vindication, and the fact that this is a much grislier object than I realized it was going to be. Oh, don't worry about it. Honey Up will be fine. It had 9 more. I guess that's true. Anyway, thanks for your help. Here's another Monster Squad badge. Nice. Alright, double checking my side quests again. Alright, so I just gotta wander a bit. Well, I could just go to Flemberg Place. Now let me tell you, the weekend I had. Exhausting. Spot of color in this drab swamp catches your eye, and you find a pile of withered orange husks in front of a shallow cave. This must be the lair of the Chupanaranya. Fortunately, it isn't home right now. Or maybe, since you aren't an orange, it wouldn't be dangerous to you anyway. That almost certainly isn't true. Set up your trap. Set your trap and hide behind a nearby bush and wait for your prey. After a while, you start to get very bored and remember that people who hunt with traps typically don't typically sit and wait for their prey to show up. Instead, they leave and come back later. That's kind of the whole point of animal traps. Okay. So yeah, the weekend I had, it was fucking exhausting. I don't know what the fuck it was that made it so exhausting. So, Friday night, I get wasted. Don't worry, I don't do anything dangerous. I just turn into a giggly bitch for a few hours. And then just, like, lay down twitching. And then, Saturday. I don't want to do shit on Saturday. No, I don't try to be productive. I try to be a little bit productive because, you know... But, you know, I'm just so fucking tired. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to play video games. I don't want to write. I don't want to draw. I don't want to do nothing. I just want to sleep and make easy as fuck food. Sunday, I wake up at 10 a.m. against my will because my stepdad decides it would be a fantastic idea to go fee-fi-fo-fum across the fucking living room, back and forth across the living room, sweeping, while wearing his goddamn sneakers. And mind you, I'm in the basement, so I hear everything. And I just think to myself, how has no one killed this man yet? And of course, I'm like also a bit of a, and I get into like this, I start getting feeling all this pressure and getting stressed out because my mom's gonna be coming home in a few hours from her trip. I should really post some of the stuff she got me on her trip. And on like my Instagram or something. And you know, after my mom gets home, that's when I finally relaxed, and she's brought me all these yummy, all these yummy confections, a new keychain, and this awesome set of pins that I will. Yeah, I gotta really make use of my Instagram and other things. So what's in this mailbox? You casually committed. Junk mail is a new technology that allows trash to be distributed to everyone so that we can all share the effort of throwing it away. Oh wow, I got a lot of junk mail. And I still don't have a letter opener. Some viscous goo has rendered this house entirely decorative. Yeah. A gas generator is providing power to the barn in exchange for pastoral ambience. Oh dear. Looks like Lemberg is a fan of crates and barrels. Another barrel and crate another storage hoarder. Glass case with 2 giant horrible flies in it. Hey, how's it going? Boo, you suck. If this guy cared about these tools, he probably wouldn't have left them on the floor. Find your staples then. Ooh, a miniature blowtorch. And it all. If you see a pointy bit of metal with a wooden handle, that's it all, folks. Your puns still suck. Next to the workbench, there's a pile of much smaller workbenches. Take one. There are so many. You surely wouldn't mind. I'm not sure what it's going to do for me, but let's see what I can make. Man, I got a bunch of shit. I don't even know what I'm going to do. Ooh. Yeah, I'll make one of these. Benzel bucket. Ooh. Ooh. Give me that. Shelf contains a lot of things that you don't know what they are or what they do. Bunch of welding tools and supplies. Crazy controls for this crazy contraption. You probably shouldn't mess with them until you talk to the guy inside the machine. The very small man inside the machine is clearly trying to get your attention. Hi. I'm Belinda. Do you need help? I absolutely need help, thank you! My name's Flatberg! Paul Flatberg! I moved back into my parents' old house here because no one would give me a lab space for my experiments. Turned out an assistant would also have been nice to have. What are you trying to do? Improve myself! You know, better, faster, stronger. At least one of those. I put the wrong settings in the control console, and all that happened was what? That I shrank! You can't just change the settings? The door doesn't open from the inside! But... Yeah, I didn't think it through. Okay, well, I can just let you out. No! Opening the door will depolarize the booth! And it takes months for the fuel emitters to recharge! Not to mention the fact that I'd have to collect all new supplies of genetic material. The door can only be opened once. Jeez, you really didn't think this through. So what should I do then? You'll have to fix the settings of the console. What should I set it to? Clearly, if I knew that, I wouldn't have put the wrong ones in myself. Just make me better before you open the door. Better than what? Better than a normal guy. I don't know. I spent so long thinking about how I could build this machine that I didn't really have any time left to think about why I built it. I'll see what I can do. Alright, let's mess with this shit. The machine rumbles, you look back up at the screen. The screen above leaves body Flemberg, head Flemberg, lungs fly, pituitary fly. Alright. Fly, fly, fly. Fly, 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 fly. I think that it's just a regular fly in there. Buzzes randomly around the booth. Yep. You know what? Shit. Okay, let's change it back to Flemberg. Where there was once a Flemberg, there is now a tiny fly-headed homunculus. He's wearing a nice hat. Well, he's a little guy with a fly head now. He stares at you quietly. How's this? His expression is unreadable. If he can even be said to have one. See what this does. Well, Flemberg is pounding violently at the glass with his fist. He seems really mad. I'm sorry, okay, I'm working on it. I think we would get a fight if I open the door. Alright. Okay. Well, this is just the normal me, like before I even got in here. This is exactly what I do not want. Oh right, you told me that. Now what? But we just changed the fucking hat. Are you sure you don't want to be a regular person? Seems to work out just fine for most of us. I'm positive. Change me! Improve me! Okay. Body? Ah! Oh, that's horrifying. Oh god, 1 sec, I'll try again. No, wait! This one is pretty great, actually. What? I can fly! And I have the proportionate strength of a fly scaled up to human size. What's not to love? Now what? Open the door, I guess. This is exactly what he wants. Heck yeah! I can't wait to get up all kinds of giant fly stuff. Before you go, I need to get a chest hair off you. Do I still have those? Okay, well, sure. Whatever, sure. Thanks for... I probably just don't want to know. I'm out! See ya! Bye then. Okay then. Fly away from here? Far, far away. Preferably to a whole nother galaxy! Despite anything the map might have said about it, you've managed to wander back to the spot where you set the trap for the thing. Peering through the bushes, you discover that your trap has indeed trapped something. It looks sort of like a giant toad with a tentacle face covered in boils that might also be eyes. Question mark? You have no idea what this thing with the Chupanarla looks like, but this seems about as likely as anything you were imagining. The pursued Chupanaraja seems pretty annoyed about being caught in the trap. Walk up to it. You carefully sneak up on it. Since it's both distracted by the trap and also unable to turn around, you manage to take it completely unawares. It struggles futilely as you grab it in a headlock and slice off one of its nostrils. The creature roars in pain and anger, but by the time it manages to thrash its way out of the trap, you are already completely the heck out of there. Excellent. Alright. Now I just gotta find the Smell-o-the-Wisp. A shotgun-toting gator hunter hollers at you from behind the trees. You again! I told you to get! Didn't I give you enough money for the bus? Well, here! Gosh, thanks. I might as well just head back to the monster shack. Damn it. You're browsing your way through the swamp, taking a sniff through your nose trumpet now and then. The swamp smells terrible. I mean, a swamp is literally just standing water and rotting compost, the biome. So it's not like that's news or anything. But you wouldn't be surprised if this swamp was at least nominated for the world's worst smelling swamp. Oh God in heaven, what is that? Something smells like a rotten egg mated with a tire fire, and the egg in the tire fire laid also went rotten. Squinting through tears, you see a patch of brown air hovering nearby. That must be the smell of the wisp that kid was looking for. Follow it at a safe distance. You follow at a safe breathing distance as the smell of the wisp bobs and weaves through the fetid marsh. Eventually it comes to rest at a rotting tree stump, and you just sneak up quietly behind it. Just as you're about to grab a sample, 3 gator men casually stand up from where they were, or crouched in the knee-deep water around you. Fucking hell. Don't you think it's a lovely day? Fuck you! You fucking dicks! Excuse me while I fucking switch armor. Oh, this one's better. That'll help me get the stanky ass. Hi! Did you meet the flyer? Did you get, Yeah, I got it here. Oh, thank you so much. I'm gonna put it in this little silver locket and treasure forever. What's he like? Was this experiment a success? I've gotta go. The kid takes her stash, pins another branch to it, and hands it back to you. So, 1 moxie, 1 mysticality, 1 muscle, additional combat at item per round. Excellent. I think this was the kid I needed to bring that nostril to. Hey, I caught that Chupanarayan you were after. It looked pretty fierce, but the trap did the job. Wow, that's great! Now we have real proof for why there aren't any oranges in the swamp. Sure. Anyway, here's its nostril. Neat! I'll wear it as a ring. Okay! Don't go near that part of the swamp for a while. It was real mad. What'd you get? Ooh, a maximum HP? Nice! Can I pet the kitty now? Very fine, jeez! Pick a random place. You find a chunk of oil shale jutting out of a stagnant pool, making the sweaty water all greasy and colorful. Analyze the shale. You ask the shale about its mother, and it cries tears of shellac. Not bad. Oh wow. What do I got for books? I'll ignore that for now. You look at the first few pages of the book, and the only thing you learn is that you'd be better off selling this to a used bookstore than trying to do that then. Long winters. Oh, good grief. Just a joke. Okay, wander again. Okay, we found it again. Run up and grab it. Now let's get back to the monster shack and get our last patch and hope that it's something good. You find some glowing green rocks half submerged in some brackish swamp water. You recognize it as petrified St. Elmo's fire! Like the good bits. You do what must be done, which is to smash the rare natural formation to harvest its resources. I need it more than St. Elmo did. I don't think I want to know. Did you find the smell of the mist? I sure did. Please don't open the jar while I'm in the room. That bad, huh? Wonder if it's gotten stronger since I met it. Well, anyway, thanks for your help. You hand over the nose trumpet she left you and the jar of foulness you collected. Kid takes her stash, pins another badge to it, and hands it back to you. Oh, nice! Okay, what exactly is this? I shall wear this with pride. Alright. Get an eye on this! Gabby comes up with a bunch of meat in her hands and gives it to you. What the? Where did you get this, Gabby? Gabby was found on a great big frog. It turned inside out and had all of this inside it. I don't... What? I know, right? Okay, no fences here. Join them because this is much better. Alright, no fences. Alright. I should learn to read. I really should read this shit before I fucking... she'll be fine. She just needs to walk it off. I should have ended this with the piano. You won! Get back to your Baja's album cover, you stupid bitch. This guy has the look of someone who's trying desperately to stay awake and has been doing so for way too long. Alright, let's try the frog bog once. Okay, now the runway. Now here's a sad sight. Old house, abandoned long ago to the swamp, half sunk in the wet muck that passes in these parts for roads. Quite a bit and a nice family lived in that house at one time. Now you look at it, shame us all. Inside, Jeepers Creepers. There's a bandit shot dead on the floor, right in the foyer. Must have come here looking for treasure. From the look of it, what's the only one? Oh, the stink of death hangs heavy in this place, alright. Explore. Holy gosh! The sitting room is littered with bodies. 3 more bandits. And the entire defensive line of the Ocean City football team. Obvious what happened. Bandits and football players got sold the same line on a buried treasure by some shifty rumor monger. Both groups came here searching for their fortune, ran into each other, and everyone got shot to pieces. Wherever that double dealer who sold them the tip is now, he better be smiling. Keep exploring. Oh! He's here in the kitchen. Also shot. By a bandit and a linebacker, looks like. But he got him too. Poor pathetic souls. Dipshits. Dipshits everywhere. Now the bedroom. The finish line. And here's who made it. Quarterback and the wide receiver. You'd figured they'd have been on the same side, but they shot each other in the back simultaneously. And there's nothing in here but a single jewelry box on a nightstand. Ain't that funny? All that death for a couple of trinkets. Nothing rots a person like greed. Doink! Weep openly and continue where you're going. Alright. Got a bacon stone ring. Amethyst armband. Ooh, renders you immune to on fire. Alright. No fences here. I'm not even gonna bother with Mudhenge. Maybe Gatorman Fortresses? Close it. These Gatormen aren't doing enough damage to each other for it to seem like a real fight. Either they're just sparring, or this is how Gatorman arguments work. Either way, they aren't paying any attention to you. Ambush them! Ah, fuck. You carefully sneak up behind the Gatorman, waiting for the perfect moment to strike, and then you step on a screaming eel, one of the more aptly named forms of wildlife endemic to this area. Human trespasser! Sound the alarm! Hey, hey, hey! Alarm! Kill human! Ah, fuck me. Can't use this. Wow, that is gonna... And someone's weeds. Let's kill this guy. Gabby's gonna suffer some serious damage. Oh my god, that didn't even fucking end him! Okay, he's gonna do 19 damage to Matcha. Yeah, I think I'm gonna kill this guy. By dropping some pianos on him. And then I'm gonna finish this guy off with a bitch slap. You won! Who said a frontal assault on an enemy fortress was a bad strategy? Sun Tzu? Shows what he knew. I hate you so much. Ooh. What up, Gabby? Hey. What are you writing in that little notebook, Gabby? Tacticals, look! Gabby holds the notebook up. She's marked the page with a grid and little X's and O's and arrows pointing this way and that way. Gabby's been keeping tracks on which moves work best for a fight. Jeez, you're getting good at this stuff. Maybe you should be the one giving fight orders. Haha, Nix, that's your job. Gabby is focusing on Gabby fight stuff, and is unconcerned with the bigger photograph. Fair enough. Yeah. Let me see. Miss Kelly in hot armor, but... Oh, this is actually really, really good. I'm gonna put these on. Yeah, let's put these on. Bloodbath Essing. Your muscle and physical damage and reduce an opponent's physicality by 3. I forgot to equip those, didn't I? Oh, they leave prints! Investigate. The barrel says chloroform, and so does the smell leaking out of it. Woof. Leave that alone for now. The items on the shelf are all too nasty for you to look at, let alone touch. The shoebox is waterlogged. A real surfeit of nouns. Widens your gait. We'll see what those do later. Loose length of rusty chain. As a seasoned adventurer, you can't possibly pass this up. You're not sure exactly how long this chain is because you're not sure how tight you're supposed to pull a chain when you measure it, and also because you don't really care. Let's see what's going through here. The pipe turns out to be much longer than you expected, with a lot of twists and turns. Clearly, efficient airflow and ventilation systems is not a big priority for Gatorman architecture. You eventually come out in either a garbage processing center or a kitchen. The The remains of an awful, awful meal. This is a kitchen only in the sense that it's a place where food is prepared. Even Gator met and bother to cook their meals. They probably don't cook them in an electric stove standing 18 in. Yeah. The chain wasn't attached very well and the whole thing came loose. You got a refrigerator on a chain. Neither the refrigerator nor the chain is in very good shape, but you're probably not going to find a better version of this specific. What the fuck? Yeah. Anything? Oh, there's Charles. Watch a Gator Man. Wait. What's the collective noun for Gator Man? A cruelty? A depravity? A... Well, anyway, this bunch of Gator Men seem more concerned with the possibility of someone breaking in their front door than sneaking through their kitchen. Sneak attack them. You stealthily creep up behind one of the Gator Men and knock him out with a quick straight to the back of his head. The other two seem shocked by this display of poor sportsmanship. Fuck sportsmanship! Where the fuck is my Gabby? Okay, now I've really noticed the musher. There's eyes. This dude is fucked. What does this do? Nice. Okay, matcha's still good. Yeah, I'll drop a piano on him. And then I'll slap him. Bitch. You won! Another collective can be an unconsciousness. Thus let sleeping gators lie. Okay, there's 4 of them. Let's leave them be. It's Charles! He's a cage! You need a cage! It's a cage with a Charles in it! Shut the fuck up! Charles! Shh! They'll hear you! Oh, right. Boy, am I glad to see you, kid. I thought I was a goner. You're the adventuresome type and all. You know how to pick a lock? Only with the appropriate shaped key? I'll have to get it off their leader then. I think his room's down the other end of the hallway. Okay, I'll be right back. This is a great idea. What would the chlorophone do? First I'm gonna fish it. A drowsy, slimy noodle fish. Again. Napping, slithering puke fish. Puke fish? What? Drowsy, revolting snapper. Cool. I see what you're going for, and sure, filling the place with chloroform fumes would knock out all the guards, but it would also knock you out. And the water you're standing in is almost knee-deep. You could double-check your to-do list if you want, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't have drown secluded for today. Scheduled for today. Oh, we have to deal with this. These Gator Men are exercising and also blocking your way to whatever's at the end of this hall. It's probably something important because the end of the hall is where the important stuff usually is, right? And there's no way in. This is gonna be a hard fight. Better summon one of those tentacle things, I guess. Oh, gotta kill this guy then. Tries to heal most of its wounded ally for 7. Flaps that peel. I'm sorry, what was that? Aside from bullshit, of course. Shit, shit, shit. Kill you off. Slap him. Fuck out. And then kill him. Sucks that Gabby died, but what can I do? You won! Now you can find out what's at the end of that hall. I hope it's cool. Do you think the Gatorman's taste in books is as bad as everything else about them? Let's find out! Keeping the rust off your iron fist, don't eat your henchmen, test for the new rulers, spot welding, guide for ad hoc fortresses. Yeah, these are all pretty much what you'd expect. Except, well, here's one that seems interesting. Making the most of your stabbings. Nice. This hole leads down into a massive underground chamber. Attach the chain you found. You found it! The least comfortable chair in the world. Lush it. Alright. You scan the book. Ooh. There are so many places to stab a person that never even occurred to you. How? There are some diagrams in the back that show the most painful places to stab each of the most common categories of a stabbing victim. You could memorize it, but it takes some effort. Upgrade. Nice. You've studied the weaknesses of your future foes until you're confident that you're the best stabber you can be. You practice your stabbing on a nearby tree, but you don't have a knife handy, so you use the book instead. It is destroyed in the process. Not the worst thing that could have happened today. Or alright, let's climb on down. Wow! You don't know what this object is, but oh wait, it's got blood all over it. It's an altar. Oh, where'd he go? Touch the word pedestal. I'm serious! Go away! Whatever this is, it's extremely broken. Try to fix it. All these blocks are clearly trying to move in a way that makes sense. They've also gotten knocked out of alignment. Realign them. You move the blocks around relative to each other until they start moving in a more satisfying pattern, assuming you're a person who thinks a smooth circular pattern is more satisfying than a jittery spark-spewing chaos. Surely everybody is that kind of person. This has to be right. What is this? Where is this nut job going? Warning you! Kill you! Ah! Is this some kind of ancient temple guardian or something? Shooting out a bunch of tightly focused beams of light that science doesn't yet have a name for, but which you can probably assume you don't want touching you. Avoid the beans? What is happening? You're worse! Oh shit! You should figure out how to turn that machine off before you get decapitated. Oh geez, that thing really did a number on this guy. Let's go fishing. Oh! Was that the Gator Man King? Waste not a gator blood. Want not gator blood. Okay. You poke around in the mulch until you find something that looks more or less like an old iron key, except kind of blurry. It sizzles and twitches in your hand as you pick it up. Got the item cursed key. Been handling a lot of cursed objects lately, but this one seems especially dangerous. This has to be the key Charles mentioned. You look at that hulking Goliath at the end of the hall. There doesn't seem to be anything beyond it, and it looks like it could squash you in an instant. Let's go back and unlock Charles. You make your way quickly back up to the room where he is being held. You found the key! I think so. It's kind of weird though. Yeah, I don't like the looks of it at all. I'd bet dollars to donuts that's the artifact we're looking for. Couldn't possibly be the key to this random Gatorman cage in the middle of nowhere then, could it? Well, it might have some kind of key-related powers. Normally advise against using it, but I don't see any other way out of this mess. Okay, here it goes. The key shifts unpleasantly in your hand, buzzing and clicking in through a jerky slideshow of shapes as though searching for the particular slice of a higher dimensional object that will fit this lock. When it finally finds the right one, it jerks forward out of your hand, twists, and the lock clicks open. Your hands feel numb. Thanks, Belinda. Thought for sure my bacon was well and truly fried. Don't mention it, Charles. Let's just get the heck out of this dump. With no further cause to stick around, apart from any unfinished side quests you might have, but you can always come back for them later, you escort Charles back to town. Belinda! You found the cursed artifact and brought Charles back home safely. I can't express how grateful I am. I know what we do I don't know what we do without him. Thank you so much. It was nothing, but you know. Yeah, I get it. Don't forget to uncurse that thing before you go to bed. This key seems like it has the power to open any lock. Could be extremely useful. Would it really be all that bad if I didn't uncurse it? Well, I'm not going to drag you into the machine and force you to do it, but yes. I don't actually know what would happen if you don't uncurse it, but I assume it would be pretty bad. Look, you uncurse all the other things, right? Yeah? Great. So, go ahead and uncurse this one too? Ooh, okay. Better safe than sorry. Oh, call Rufus back. The number you have dialed is not in service. Please hang up and Rufus. Oh, it's you, Belinda. Sorry about the subterfuge. I had to tap into the university line to get They phone down here, and that isn't strictly speaking legal. Anyway, I think I figured out the next step in building my quantum telecommunications comm. Can you come to my live as soon as possible? Sure, see you soon. Okay, call the mob back. Don Toblerone speaking. Don? That was unusually concise. Are you feeling okay? The boss is mad about our telephone bill. I have been encouraged to keep this brief. What's the job? Greasy Steve will have the details for you. What am I gonna do with this, though? Thanks again for the rescue, Belinda. I'd have been corned beef hash with a side of eggs if you hadn't shown up. Oh, it was nothing, Charles. I basically just followed your wrenches. Here's your wrenches back, by the way. Nice. I knew these babies would come in handy for something someday. Don't you use them for, like, wrenching? Well, the 7/8, yeah. The others, not so much. Gotcha. Oh, I wanted to check what the other shoes do. Wide loafers. Yes! Perfectly stupid. Alright. Go to bed, uncurse the key. Go talk to Greasy Steve, and then talk to Rufus. Still haven't found the barbecue sauce. And I gotta talk to... I still got one more fence to paint. Down to Rufus's lab. Good grief. He decided to take a shortcut between some campus buildings and come face to face with two fishermen who are hanging out in a dark alley. They seem surprised to see you, and one of them makes wild gestures at you while yelling something. However, even if you could understand the language, it would be hampered a bit by the tremendous volume of water that pours out of the fisherman's mouth as he yells. Her glablar galor galorgle. The other one makes even more empathetic gestures and yells another few chords at you. Let's fight! Use this just to annoy the living fuck out of them. It doesn't matter, I'm just... slap you with a fish. I slapped the fishman with a fish. That makes sense. Blech. Cool. Oh, hello again. Oh, what's the next step? Oh no, this is much more straightforward. Well, your part of it will be anyway. That's what I like to hear. I need some way to broadcast this quantum signal from this fisherman pearl over as broad an area as possible. I fear the most robust transmission network available is the commercial radio band. The nearest broadcast tower is the Radio Shack at WGCR in the Big Voice. Okay, what do I do there? Just take this transmitter I've built and plug it into their console. Okay. That will transmit a special frequency out over the radio. Then I just need a bunch of different test readings so I can adjust the signal for latency, data loss, and so forth. All you have to do is find as many random radios as you can, tune into WGCR, and use this receiver to test the transmissions. At least 10 different radios should be enough. Let's call it 11 just in case. Gotcha. There's just something useful. Pocket battery. Hello. Full-plated cable. So for something useful. Oh, nice. Nice. Alright. Alright. We gotta put that on. Okay, so we do this part. Go to the repeater station in the big moist first, then. Alright. To fish and chips. Greetings. Rufus sent me to help. I think this will be a pretty fast fight, though, so I'm not too worried. Saw. That was helpful, not at all. Mechanical calculator. Nice. Hey, good to see you, kid. Have a French fry. They have fries here? I didn't see that on the menu. I bring my own from home. I'll pass, thanks. So what's the job? The boss has decided we need to send a message to Congress Chutney. You familiar? Sure! A message is when information is conveyed from one person to another. I met with the congressman. Never met him! His son Chadley is a student here, lives at one of the frat houses, Zeta Omega Omicron. I know the place, so... You're gonna make young Chad sleep with the fishes. Whoa, I did not sign up for... Greasy Steve passes you a large stack of rotting fish. Oh, well, I didn't sign up for this site either. Look, all you gotta do is get into the kids' room. It's a lead pipe cinch. I don't know what that means, but okay. I guess. Said Sleaze, yes? Okay, I want to switch back to my Monster Club sash afterwards. Fucking hell. Five, 3, and I need 5. I'm really gonna waste. Yeah, sure, of course I am. What was my pants again? Ah, yes, these. that back on. Greasy paper hat. Well, that sucks. Which one was it? I'll check this one first. Oh look, robot drinks! I think we did this one. Yep. Oh, this is painful. This gold-plated door has a sign on it that says Sea Chutney. You see, it seems reasonable to assume the C stands for Chadley. Yes, let's go inside. You sink into Chad's room and dump the rotting fish out into his bed. After tonight's inevitable rager, he'll stagger back to his room and pass out without even noticing them. The perfect crime. Isn't it? You notice Gabby is lagging behind due to reading a book while she's walking. What have you got there, Gabby? Book of math was on a bench. Probably a math bench. Gabby shows it to you, Doctrine of Observable Mathematics by Geminus. Very famous math goblin. They knew all of the numbers. That's interesting. Nope, super boring to Gabby. Even though goblins are basically invented multiplying. Haha, but knowing is powerful. So, how'd it go, kid? Got some news for me? Yeah, the kid's bed is full of fish. It was a lead pipe cinch, like you said. I still don't know what that means, though. Nobody does. That's what makes it such a great turn of phrase. Anyway, nice job, kid. Now Congressman Chutney will really know what he's dealing with. He sure will. And I still gotta find that goddamn stupid effing stupid effing barbecue sauce. What's the fucking barbecue sauce gonna be? And I still gotta find the other fence. But we'll look for that later. So thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification icon, and share this video with someone who might enjoy the series. I'm Gamer Dragon, and I'll see you next time. Bye!